Nú frá einum ráðherra yfir í annan. Annar aðalfyrirlesara þingsins í fyrra var Tommy Ehlers, þá titlaður frumkvöðull og tæknigúrú Danmerkur, sem hafði tekið sæti í svokölluðu disruption ráði dönsku ríkisstjórnarinnar. Það er óhætt að segja að hann hafi komið séð og sigrað, ekki bara hér á þinginu heldur hjá forsætisráðuneyti Danmerkur. En honum var stuttu síðar kippt inn í hlutverk menntamálaráðherra æðri menntuna, tækni og vísinda. Ásta Sigríður Fjeldsted, framkvæmdastjóri viðskiptaráðs, var stödd í Danmörku fyrir áramót, þar sem hún átti fund með Tommy Ehlers meðal annara og spurði hann þá út í hina miklu umbreytingu sem hefur orðið á hans ferli frá því hann sótti okkur heim í fyrra. Tommy Ehlers, gjörðu svo vel.
Jeg har skrevet en sang til i aften. Jeg kan starte den her. Det er svært at være ny minister. Der er så meget, som jeg ikke forstår. Når nu min verden bliver colorful.
So thanks for the positive feedback after last year, and apparently that went all the way from Iceland to the Danish Prime Minister, and therefore he was also impressed, and therefore he called me and asked if I wanted to join his government as Minister of Higher Education and Science. And you know, how does it feel? You know, everything is different. And the most significant difference is that I now on a one-to-one basis feel that I can impact some of the most important dimension of society, which for me is education. Because as we discussed last year around disruption, there's so much private companies can do and have to do, but when it comes to securing that the society is ready for the impact from disruptive technologies, then the answer lies in our education system, both here and in Iceland. And I now have the political responsibility for our education system, or at least our higher educations. And that just feels like a fantastic opportunity to take my background as a business person and seeing technology, build technologies out there, and then having the ability and the opportunity to then impact how we design the Danish education system and what we prioritize in our science policies. You know, I think it's so easy to kind of agree on the media perspective on politicians as someone that are don't know how to do anything else, just want to kind of further their own kind of individual agenda in a way. And now, you know, I have them as colleagues, and what I see here is, and that's in general in politics, not only inside the government, also in parliament, inside my own party, inside other parties, I see people that has a lot of passion for the country, different models on how to what to do, but they have a passion for this country. They are willing to work extremely hard for making it better, and they're good at it, right? And that's not, when you go out and ask any average citizen in any country in the world, they would have a very different perspective on politicians. But I come in from the outside, and I can say that's not true. And they also have the long perspective. A lot of things is not possible because it has to make sense, right? It has to add up in the long run, right? When we talk to my colleague in Treasury, right? Because we have the long light on a lot of things. So I was positive before, otherwise I would not have said yes, right? And the reason I changed my view before I went into politics was that my 1.5 year in the Disruption Council, as we discussed last year, and then also advising the government on entrepreneurship. I could see that it mattered to speak up in politics. Now that I'm inside politics, it looks good. Of course, a lot of things could be much better, right? But overall, it's a fantastic environment to be part of. I think because the Prime Minister asked me, right? and it was a fantastic opportunity, as I said before, to impact things one-to-one, directly. But in the bigger picture, I was involved and have always had a significant interest in society in general, and not only in my own business. And I believe that business leaders of the future, they need to take much bigger part in society as such and understand that they only exist because others invested in society, in education, in aspects around regulation, in green energy or whatever. So and therefore, once they are inside the business, no matter whether it's a small or a large business they're running, they need to take part in society. They need to take part in education and hiring people straight out from universities, and not only waiting for them to have 5 years experience. That's one example. Another example is take part in the political debate. Otherwise, it's becoming completely isolated from reality. And business is part of reality, and therefore business should also be taking part in the political debate. And and number 3, speak up. Speak up on issues. Speak out loud around your opinions and what you see as a business leader, because we need those voices in the political debate as well. And it has become, at least in Denmark, I think it's become some kind of too much of a distance between the political world and the business world. And I don't think we can allow that to continue happen. So I now step in as coming from the business world and straight from the business world into politics. I intend to prove that it's possible to go straight from one world to another world, so others in the future might get the same idea and walk straight from the business world into the political world, and at some point also back from political world and to the business world, because we need that interaction to work much better.
Það verður mjög spennandi að fylgjast með þessum reynslubolta sem eins konar nýbyrjanda í menntamálaráðuneytinu og lofa mjög góðu.